stage in this war. For more on this, I do want to bring in now retired Colonel Miri, senior fellow at the International Institute for Counterterrorism at Reichman University. Miri, always great to have you with us on i24 News.
Thank you so much, Nicole.
What does news of a deal mean for the Israeli military? There's reports that Israel could be ramping up strikes in the coming 48 hours to hit as many targets as possible in case the window of military action is closing. But how many targets would need to be hit in that 48-hour window?
It's not about the 48-hour window. And already for the last week, 10 days, we keep saying it could end tomorrow. It could end tomorrow. And as you've been saying so clearly, it's up at the end of the United States on that date that it ends. Every single day, you are attacking the targets that you can attack. You can't do more, and you try not to do less. The accumulation, 26 days into it, tomorrow, the 27th day, that accumulation makes a big difference. Every additional day will make more of a difference. We're at the stage where, because what the Iranians, the Islamic regime, did over the last 40 years, 30 years, is they decentralized. They sent out the launchers, the weapons, the different places. They prepared themselves in their defense. This is what they did so that it would be very difficult to attack these places. So when we talk about what the IDF has put out until now, that they've said that we've attacked 3,000 different targets, but you go back to them more than once, you revisit them, and you're constantly going against air defense to have the air superiority, and yet to another launcher site, yet to another Basij regional, the security police site. You're going to a lot of different ones, and Iran is huge. I don't know how much we actually understand the size and the way that they dispersed all over Iran. Israel was attacking a lot in western Iran. That's the area that's near towards Israel. They've gone into areas that are further to the east, further to the south. There's never an end to the targets. The question is how much you have diminished and degraded the different types that you're looking at. And I've been listening over the last few minutes, both to what the spokesperson at the White House said, and as you've been talking to Ariel. And when we talk about what the Iranians are doing, part of it is about the posture, but this is exactly the Iranian strength. They keep talking, but they have been seriously degraded. Last point I want to make, and it's important, no matter what we hit in the next 48 hours, if it's over after that, Iran, just like the terror proxies that it is so cultivated, like Hamas, like Hezbollah, if you're nearing a ceasefire, I can promise everybody, Iran will want to show that it can still fire, because a victory for Iran is the fact that they survive, the fact that they can show that they still exist. And the fact that we have completely degraded and diminished, that's not going to bother their rhetoric. So I don't see this being different, and I do think that we all need to be wary, because I think that they will try to do a big barrage if there is a ceasefire coming up.
It's a very important point to bring up to our viewers, especially in Israel. Mary, you talk about diminishing the threat in Iran. From Israel's security perspective, then, from what we know about Trump's 15-point plan, would it ensure that the Iranian nuclear and ballistic missile threat is removed?
Nothing is ever completely removed and completely done. This is something very challenging, because what's trying to be done here is to actually change the priorities of the Islamic regime. This is the Islamic regime under Khamenei, under Khomeini before him, that openly called to annihilate Israel and is trying to achieve the nuclear weapons, the different platforms like missiles to be able to reach Israel. You can't erase it, Nicole, and I want everybody to understand that. But when they are so diminished, so degraded, the capabilities that they have are different. I look at what's happening right now in the different Gulf countries, and that's to continue what Ariel was talking about before. On the one hand, they're very afraid, but on the other hand, what it's brought out is the true colors of the Islamic regime that's on the other side of the Persian Gulf. And in that sense, when you look at that step further, you're not going to erase or diminish them, but what they are creating in their rhetoric and in all of their attacks is they're actually creating a new, stronger security coalition against them inside the Middle East that did not exist that way before. So and again, this This isn't everything's good. We're in a war and it's horrible and it's terrible. But when we look towards that next stage, if it ends in 48 hours or in a week or two, what it means is that that diminished capability, they'll always have another missile to fire. That's what that terror regime wants to do. But it will not be able to define the rules of the game with their proxies, with their neighbors, the way that they've been doing for the last 20, 25 years.
No matter what, whenever this war ends, it is certainly a different Middle East that we are talking about. Retired Colonel Miri, great to have you with us on i24 News this evening. Thank you.
Thank you.